thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Heat Press Nation Live. My name is Jared, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. So we are in December. It's my favorite month of the year. So much going on, but let's see what's going on with you guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You got my pal Steve tuning in, saying what's up from the good old NYC. Let's see, everybody's joining us in. I'm gonna give you guys a second. Oh no, oh, that's not a food stain. You know, it's funny, I totally thought I saw myself on the monitor. I thought I had spilled food, but it's from the Christmas stocking. I was like, dude, did I really go live today with food stains on my t-shirt? But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see, where's everyone tuning in? Okay, Steve Yardley's coming in from the UK. Very, very cool. Let's check in on my YouTube pals. Where's everybody at today on YouTube? By the way, really quick, cool feature today. If you are on your computer right now and you head on over to heat.press/live, we'll be linked. It's our website. You'll still be able to tune in on the feed, so you're still going to get this live video feed, but you're also going to get linked to all the really cool products that I'm going to be using today. So today we're talking about Christmas decorations, different things that you can do to kind of, decorate, get into the spirit of the season. You can see all of these items. So you'll be able to get a direct link to this really awesome Signature Pro 15 by 15 inch swing away. And then over on the table, we have some really cool stuff. We have some blank ornaments that you see right there. We actually have a blank, you see that Grinch transfer. That one's going to be going on to our dry erase board. And then you see those those are our jumbo aluminum ornaments. Those are so cool. We actually have those in different shapes and sizes, which is really awesome. So yeah, if you want the link to all of that, you can head on over to heat.press/live. And then don't forget, if you want to be notified about any time we have any like cool sales or new promotions, you can text the word HEAT to the number 20198. Again, you're going to text the word HEAT to 20198. Okay, Poif Flo, I hope I said that right, is tuning in from Miami, Florida. I got my pal Anna Johnson from Sacramento, California. Elmer from VA, Virginia. Joanne Brady from Carrollton, Ohio. Very, very cool. Okay, and let's see, where is everybody tuning in from? Oh, I'm having like a connection issue here, so I can't. Hopefully I get everybody. There we go. We got Melissa from San Diego. Hey, what is up, San Diego? One of my favorite cities. Candace from Gilbert, Arizona. Deja Mills from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, super cool. Big shout out. Stevie Steve's giving a big shout out to me, Ronnie, and the whole HPN crew. Thank you so much. Good, sir. We got Renee from North Carolina and Edna from Indianapolis. Super cool. Well, today I am very excited to be able to talk about some of my favorite things. We're going to be talking about Christmas decorations. So let's head on over to the table. By the way, if you have a question about any of the products or processes I'll be working on today, do me a favor, drop it in the comments. I have my iPad right here. And yeah, we'll get to as many questions as we can live. And I really like what we're talking about today. So let's check it out. So today you see here we have a few different items. Now really quick, these, just a full disclosure, these are really cheap. I think they don't have the price tag on them. These are like $1 or $2 or $3 at Walmart. Last year, I didn't buy these myself. Shout out to Ronnie for hooking me up with all these really awesome projects to work on today. But last year I went to go buy them and I think they were $2. I'm not sure what they're costing this year because everything's on it. But yeah, like $1 to $3, these should be just fine. These are from Walmart. So if you have like a party coming up or you just have a bunch of kids, in my family there are 12. I have 12 nieces and nephews, so we're not getting them all. Yeah, we're not getting them all expensive $20 stockings. These kids are getting these freaking $2 stockings. All right. Now, what I do want to talk about is this. These are our jumbo ornaments. These are really, really cool. They're aluminum. Actually, I'll pull them out. They do come with these red ribbons, and these are easy peasy to heat press, as you're going to see in just a few minutes. You want to get your orders in for these ASAP. Again, if you want direct links to the products that I'm using today, you can head on over to heat.press/live. You can order these, get these ASAP, If you order today, they should, of course, fingers crossed that FedEx doesn't drop them in a ditch. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We love FedEx. That was a rogue driver. But yeah, these should still be delivered in time for Christmas to make it onto your tree. These are dry erase boards, and the yellow, don't worry, I'll explain it, it peels off. Yeah, if you have any blanks, these are available on our site right now, in stock, ready to ship. So yeah, you could just order these, order them ASAP, order them today. Make sure you do get these decorations or custom gifts under the tree in time for Christmas. Okay, so I'm starting off with the lowest temperature application here, which is going to be this really cool. And let me pull out all the plastic really quick here. You don't want to press the tags on here because they will melt. So this is a regular kind of, and I'm gonna be honest, pretty cheap Christmas stocking. Now, of course, if you're looking for like a family keepsake, something that's gonna go on the tree for, you know, like the next 60 years, this may not be the stocking for you. However, sometimes family shows up, or they'll give you a short notice like, hey, we're gonna be in town this Christmas. Oh darn, you wanna make the kids feel included, so you get them a cool stocking. Now, one thing I will tell you about these stockings is you do not wanna use regular heat transfer vinyl. It's like really fluffy, and so the really thin vinyl, it just looks terrible. Like, I wanna give you like a better, more scientific explanation, but it looks terrible. That's the short of it. Actually, I think it has to go this way. So today I'm gonna show you a really great trick to put whatever you want on here. So now look at this. I already cut this out. This is Caesar Strip Flock Pro, and I cut an outline of the name that's going on this stocking. You probably can't read it. Sorry, I didn't realize I was upside down. You probably can't read it, or maybe you can. Bonus points if you get the reference. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, because the name itself, which I'm gonna show you guys right now, because the name itself is, the font that I chose has some detail on it. And so because it has detail on it, there's some very thin elements, which you're about to see right now. So I'm just gonna weed this here. I did wanna weed this. Usually all this stuff is pre-weeded before we get here. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta show the full process. Now, when I'm weeding my Caesar glitter, it helps to be very careful. So if you look here, you notice I'm being very careful with the peeling, with the weeding. It's kind of cold here today, and don't worry, this is for a purpose. I'm not just rambling on. I wanted to weed this M live. So look, first of all, look how thin the lines are. And I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Oh, darn it. I almost tore it off. I'm going to hold this up to the camera right now. Look how thin the line is on this M. Okay, I'm going to hold this up to the camera so you can see. That M, it's a very thin line. The problem with that is if you're sticking it to this kind of fluffy material, it doesn't have a lot of material to grab onto. Remember, this is heat transfer vinyl. So the adhesive on here is heat activated. So because it has to grab onto something, a really thin thing like this M, there's not a lot to grab onto. Okay, so all that, right? Let me show you guys a trick. Let's head back on over to the heat press. So look, if you check out this heat press, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to preheat the lower pad for a second. I don't want it too hot. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to stop the heat press from heating up. There we go. We're going to stay at this temperature for a second. Anyways, so now that this bottom pad is warm, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let my vinyl warm up for a second. You don't want it to get hot. I'm not trying to activate the adhesive, but what it will do is it loosens up the vinyl, making it super just easy to peel off. And so now, whereas I was kind of like arguing and negotiating with the vinyl a little bit. Now it's just ultra smooth. So I'm going to take it back over to the table, and if it cools down too fast, then I might need to go back to the press. We'll see. So yeah, so that's one thing you can do. That works actually with most heat transfer vinyls, is you should be able to warm it up on the lower platen of your heat press. Don't actually press it. You just kind of want to warm it up, and then that should get it taken care of. And again, I chose this font to prove a point, but I think the point that I'm proving is that it's just kind of hard to weed. So give me a second here. Cut me a little slack as I finish weeding. Here we go. This piece. It's very delicate. So you'll see in a second all the really thin lines and stuff. Very delicate, and what I don't want to do is mess these up. There we go. Last piece, and I'm sorry if my big head is blocking some of your view. There we go. Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry, I lied. Now this is the last piece. There we go. And if you could read backwards, then you've guessed who this Christmas stocking is for. Do one final weed here, and then don't worry, I got my iPad right there. If you have any questions about the products or the processes that I'm using today, please feel free to drop them in the comments. Be happy to get to your questions live, as many as I possibly can. Okay, so now we're going to line up. We're going to kind of do a preview, and there we go. You'll see that this one is for none other than my pal McLovin. If you don't know who McLovin is, it's okay. You're not really missing out on anything. He's a character from a film that I probably shouldn't have watched as a young lad, but I did, and whatever, it was really funny. Okay, so yeah, so the point here is you see these very, very thin lines on the M right here. You see the L, I believe this is called the serif of the font. We have some very thin lines, and again, because this is kind of a cheaper, it's a real fluffy material, we're going to add our base layer of Caesar Strip Flock Pro, and then that'll give us a nice, really, the reason why I'm using Strip Flock Pro is it's very thick, so it's very, not very rigid, but it's thick enough that it'll hold its own shape. It's not really going to morph and crunch and scrunch like a thinner heat transfer vinyl would. So yeah, let's take this over to the heat press. I think we're ready to rock and roll. So we're here on the press. Oh, this got stuck. Oh, there we go. So we're here on the heat press now. This is for another project, but don't worry. I'll talk more about this big, thick pad in a second. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to, it usually helps. What I'll do is I'll just kind of I'll open that up a little bit. That way I can press my stocking. I'm using a 15-inch, I'm using a 15-inch by 15-inch Signature Series, or I should say Signature Pro heat press. Let me just real quick do a pressure test. It's actually a little too heavy. There we go. Now the cool thing about these products are you don't really have to press the heck out of them because no one's going to be washing these. These are going to go into a box until next Christmas. So here we go, Caesar Strip Flock Pro. Gonna line this up here. Now again, this is my base layer. So this is really gonna, actually, okay, make sure that's not gonna get covered. Yeah, this is my base layer. So this is gonna form the under part, which is gonna allow me to put something detailed on top. Of course, I could have made my whole design out of Caesar Strip Flock Pro, and I think it would have been great. Now, to avoid scorching anything, sorry. Give me a second. Grab some parchment paper. Here we go. There we go, covered with some parchment paper. I'm going to press this for about 10 seconds. Now, Caesar Strip Flock Pro is a warm or cold peel, which is really awesome. The old version, you had to let it Yeah, you have to let it cool off completely. Now, I'm gonna be careful because I did a very light pressure. Again, you don't really want to smash the heck out of it. And okay, it worked. Yes. Very light pressure. So that's our base. And here we go. Now we're gonna add the goods. So now we have this super cool glitter green. It's gonna go on there. Check that out. Now Caesar glitter typically applies at 320 degrees, 15, 20 seconds. I'm at about 318 right now. I'm gonna give it the full 15-second press. While I do that, let me grab the iPad, see if we have any questions today. You guys, this is the easiest and cheapest way that you're gonna be customizing Christmas stockings this year. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I got the iPad right here. Let's go ahead and turn this over. We should be ready to rock and roll. Oh, look how smooth that peels off. Yeah, I'll pick those up later. And looky here. Check that out. Oh, and so now I can pull this back. And there we go. Will that fit? Yes. So now McLovin has a stocking. It's very cool. Very cool. Can I fit the whole thing on here? Yeah. Check that out. McLovin has. So what we did was we put the glitter over the Caesar Strip Flock Pro. And so now we can have graphics with fine details because the base is the Strip Flock Pro. So it's thicker. It's going to hold its shape better. And this is going to be fantastic this Christmas. Of course, this part, we've seen our old videos, we can customize this part. Love these things. $3 over there at, I think, Walmart or wherever we got them from. These things are cheap and they're cool. And they work great with your glitter heat transfer vinyl. Okay, let's see if we have any questions here. If not, let me know what's up. Jeffrey's tuning in from Pittsburgh. What is up? Let's see. Any other questions here? Maria is saying, what's up from Madera, California? Hello. Sheila from Jacksonville, Florida. Ashley saying, hello from YouTube. Yes, YouTube USA. Ashley says, McLovin. What are you trying to be, an Irish R&B singer? Oh, that is hilarious. Yes, Ashley gets it. Miguel is asking, any news on the Sawgrass SG-1000 restock? So as of right now, we are expecting to receive our shipment of Sawgrass products within the next few weeks. We're hoping to ship them before the end of the year. So that is currently, let me up the temperature on my heat press. Yeah, so we're expecting to ship those before the end of the year. If we have them sooner, of course, we'll ship them out sooner. Can't wait, TBH. Yeah, we want to get these out to you as soon as you guys want. I mean, we really cannot wait to get these out. Unfortunately, Sawgrass, they were kind of ran into some supply chain issues with getting these products delivered. So as soon as they get them, they're going to get them to us, and we'll get them to you. All right, so next, so we were able to do this. This is super cool. I'm going to put this over here to the side for a second. The next thing I want to show you guys are these really cool. And this is a cool gift. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Christmas, but because we have a Christmas graphic we're going to show you today, this is a dry erase board. Yeah, so this is really, really cool. I mean, you could put this anywhere. You can carry it around if you're in a class. If you want to just have it as a message board, you can go to the craft store and buy some like magnets and just put some magnets on there. Stick it on your fridge. There are so many applications for this, and I'm super excited because it's so doggone easy to press. Now, before we press it, we're going to test our pressure. Let's head on over to the heat press. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So anytime we're pressing a new product or we're adjusting pressure, so this pressure was set for the what is it? It's a stocking, for the stocking. And so now it's going to require different pressure to press these. Now this yellow film, this is a protective film. So what I'm going to do first is because I don't want to mess anything up. While it still has the film, I'm going to place it face down, and I'm just going to adjust my pressure right now. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going to lower the handle. That's a little bit, actually that's not horrible. Could use just a little bit more, so I'm going to increase the pressure slightly. You don't want it too firm. That actually feels perfect. You don't want the pressure too firm on these boards, but you also don't want it too light. So now that I've adjusted my pressure, now we can go ahead and finish the prep. I just wanted to show you that step. Typically, you're going to want to do this when the press is off. So before you even start your process, you're going to want to bring whatever blank item you have. You're going to want to bring it over to the press and just give it a test press. Adjust for pressure before the heat press is hot, so you're not burning yourself. This is actually really hot right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's take it back, and then we'll get her done. So this is actually really easy. The first thing you're going to want to do, and you know what? I'm sorry. I keep going back and forth between the table and the thing. No, but it's okay. I'm gonna do as much as I can here on the table. So here, this yellow covering, that's actually a film. So that way you don't scratch or whatever, mess up the surface of your transfer. There we go. We're just going to pull that off, and this is ready to rock and roll. So now we have this transfer. You'll notice that it says, it's not saying 0 days till Christmas. This part is intentionally left blank so we could use our dry erase marker to fill in whatever we want. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this as best I can onto my transfer. And usually I would heat tape this down, but I don't think I have to. What I am going to do is I'm going to fold back a corner. And no, you know what? I will heat tape it. Just because I feel like I should. I don't want it to move or anything like that. So there we go. I'm just going to leave that there. That's going to help me. Yeah, so that's it. Really, you just center your transfer onto the board. Let's take it back here. Now, one thing you always want to do is you want to sandwich your sublimation transfers in between two sheets of paper, usually. Now, because there's not really going to be any blowout on the bottom because it's being covered. You know, typically I do one on top, one on bottom. In this case, I could probably get away with just one on top, but better safe than sorry. We're still going to sandwich it in between the two. I've already adjusted my pressure. Now, the time settings for this are usually about 385 degrees for 60 to 90 seconds. My machine is not quite yet at 385 degrees, so we're going to give it a minute. I'm going to go answer some questions, and then we'll come back to that transfer. Okay, very, very cool. Do we have any other questions? By the way, you guys, if you have any questions at all about any of our processes or what we're doing here, any of our products, please feel free to let me know. Let's see here. Do we got any questions? Any questions? Oh, I messed it up. Eduardo's saying, are the delays on shipment due to FedEx? Just about each order has been so far, but needing to place more items, yes. So, okay, in regards to the Sawgrass, no. Those are delayed because Sawgrass just doesn't have them yet. They're expecting to have those available very soon, and then once Sawgrass gets them, then we'll have them. But for everything else, yeah, FedEx, they're in their peak season right now, so we definitely appreciate everything that they do for us. I would anticipate delays on every order. I mean, not trying to scare you guys away from ordering from us, but just FedEx in general, UPS, USPS, everybody is slammed this holiday season. So you want to give a little bit of grace to your delivery drivers? Yeah. What is the white vinyl? Bernita's asking. Oh, the white vinyl. Maybe we could show it right here. The white vinyl, this is Caesar Strip Flock Pro. So the white background is Caesar Strip Flock Pro. It's very, very cool for layering. It has like a really cool satin finish. I'll show it to the other camera here. Has a very cool like satin finish to it. It's super cool, and because it's thicker than regular vinyl, it's a great base anytime you wanted to transfer on like a furry, kind of fluffy material like this. Can you sub it twice? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. My pal Don is asking, can I sub it twice? And to be honest, I've only tried it once. I would imagine it's not totally going to work, only because if you like, let's say you imprint it once, right? When you imprint it the second time, you're going to overcook whatever ink is already on there. So it could cause the first press to fade if we're talking about sublimating something twice. But I haven't tested it, so I don't know. Could be. Laura is saying, I want to get going on ornaments. What swing arm press do I need? Oh, that is a great question. Today we're going to be showing off some ornaments. And I mean, this is the HPN Signature Series 15 by 15 inch swing away heat press. Now, if you're just doing ornaments or you're only going to be doing small items, we actually have smaller heat presses that are a little bit more affordable and that'll still get the job done. We've done ornaments on we have these small 9-inch by 12-inch crafting heat presses. And those presses, you could still do ornaments on them very well. Oh, I lost focus. How do we get it? There we go. Yeah, so those presses are actually really great. I think we're going to try to bring them up right now. Yeah, if you're just doing ornaments, you can get those done on a small 9 by 12-inch heat press. Oh, there we go. So Alex is going to show you guys right now. If you look at that screen right there, the Craft Pro 12 by 15s. Those are great. Those are on sale right now. They're 10% off. So even though our Cyber Monday or Cyber Week sale is over, you can still get great deals on these smaller 9 by 13. And then you see that Empress 9 by 12 right there. If you're doing ornaments, that'll do your ornaments, and it'll do them well at a very affordable price. Okay, AR Prieto is asking, can you press a glitter vinyl on a sublimated design? Yes, you can. So if you've already sublimated something but you want to add glitter on top, go for it. It actually works really cool. In fact, we have videos where you could sublimate an image onto white glitter vinyl. And maybe I'll show that next week when we come back live. My press is up to temperature, so I'm going to get ready to hit this. If you're just joining us, I have a sublimation message board, dry erase message board here that we've already prepped and gotten ready. And now it's just time for the magic. So we got, I believe it's 60 seconds on the clock. 385 degrees, 60 seconds. What the heck? There we go. And that, that feels a little firm right now. I'm going to lighten up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, we got like 52 seconds left on the clock. But yeah, you could sublimate directly onto white glitter. It's super cool. I definitely want to encourage you to check out the videos on our YouTube channel for that. And maybe we'll show it in one of these future episodes. Oh man, Don, you just reminded me that I need to get a Tommy's cheeseburger in my belly as soon as possible. Let's see. Any other questions? Stevie Steve says, think out the box. I like it. Yeah, there's a lot. That's the thing I love about sublimation is you have so many options, different things that you could create that are not typical. And I feel like everybody's gotten a tie, everybody's gotten socks for Christmas. So you may as well just mix it up and get someone something very custom that you made yourself. Very cool. Oh man, I love this comment from 8818. I'll read that right now. So here we go. We're going to open it up. Oh, and it looks like we had a little bit of suction there. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that. The item, because I don't know why I did that, it was kind of like suctioned to the heating element because it's like perfectly flat. So anyways, that is a huge reason I'm so glad I taped down my transfer. One of the major causes of ghosting is when the transfer shifts on the surface of your blank item because the inks are still really hot, they're still in their gaseous state. They could re-imprint in a different position and ruin the transfer. So I didn't anticipate that, to be 100% honest, but I'm really glad that I ended up taping down my transfer. That's why you'll see us very frequently in pretty much every press. You'll see us tape down the transfer. It's for that exact reason. So this is very hot, but I'm very macho and buff. So I'm going to try to peel this anyways. There we go. Dude, that looks cool. Okay, now I want to grab it, so I'm going to put on my heat glove because I'm not that strong, right? Dude, that looks fantastic. Now it's a whiteboard. It's a dry erase board, so you can see kind of it's reflecting light. It's a glossy finish. Dude, this is cool. Let's show this to the camera here, because I am stoked on how this came out. I'm gonna show you guys right here. Look at that. So of course the ornament, you could write whatever you want. Keep your count of your own keep track of your own countdown. And like I said, so this is a message board. It doesn't come with any magnets, but dude, go to the craft store, go to Walmart, put some magnets on it. This can go on your fridge. I'm gonna set it down so we could have it on the overhead so you guys can get a good look at it. Super cool. You could put that on your fridge. You could really put this anywhere. If you're careful, you could even drill a hole in the top. You could hang it from somewhere. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do with this dry erase message board. And I don't know if the heat, I don't know if you're supposed to wait for it to cool down. Oh, I dropped my marker. So I hope I'm not ruining this by drawing on it. But what's today? Today is the 7th. Oh, my math is garbage. 18 days till Christmas, I think. So there we go. 18 days till Christmas. And then now I'm just going to use this to wipe it away because I don't have anything else. Oh, there we go. Even though it's really hot, it works. I probably should have waited, like I said. But yeah, check that out. Dry erase message board. Again, you could put whatever you want on here. And it's just really fun. Now, what I'm waiting for is 2 days till Christmas. I don't know why. I love Christmas Eve, but there's something magical about Christmas Eve for me because I'm a last minute shopper, and the thrill of last minute shopping, Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. It's awesome. Okay, anyways, I'm going to leave that here so you guys could see it. I'm going to check in on your comments really quick. Or wait, where am I? I'll leave that right there. We have one more project to do. And let's see. Do you have any questions? Don says, hi from Vegas. Hey, don't be sorry about the caps. You're excited to rep your hometown. Go for it, man. I love Vegas. I went for my birthday, my wife took me to Best Friend at the MGM, at the Park MGM. Dude, that was wild. That was an incredible meal. Anyways, you see how easily distracted I am? Okay. Oh, here's the quote. I love what 8818 says. 60 to 90 seconds. Do the math, folks. Profit is minus. Check that out. 60 to 90 seconds to profit. You could be making money off of these. And right now, these, I mean, it's a little bit late in the season to be selling these. But I mean, you could still have these really awesome products as gifts to give away. I mean, I really hope we're sparking your creativity here to do something really rad for your family. So there's two. So now we're going to show you how to do these really cool sublimation ornaments. Now these are aluminum ornaments and they come with this red ribbon. So of course you can hang it, tie it. Oh, here we are. Hang it, tie it, whatever you're going to do with it. These are super cool. I know we have some finished ones around here somewhere that I can't. Oh, here they are. Oh, this one makes me sad every time. So here's a completed one just so you guys can see it. That's what they look like. I'm going to make one right now just to show you how fast these are. Oh, this one makes me so sad. Oh, this is my dog and we had to rehome her. Oh, and I just get so sad. Real quick heads up, we do have these really cool. These are wood. So check that out. Here's the back. It's blank. So you can see that it's like real wood. This is the Sublimation wood ornament. These are wild. Again, might be a little late in the season to start selling them, but they could still make it onto your tree by December 24th. So if you order ASAP. Okay, so I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to actually make one of these. Now there's two ways to do this. The first way is to do one side at a time. And so all you're going to do, you see how there's a little bit of ink? This is called the bleed area. You always want your printed graphic to be bigger than the actual size of the blank. So here's my blank, right? And yeah, so I'm going to center it as best I can. And this is how we do it one side at a time. So with some heat tape, I'm going to tape it in place. And also, you don't have to customize, even though on these aluminum ornaments, you can do both sides if you want. You don't have to. Sometimes you're talking to a cheapskate customer, and they're like, hey, anything you could do to bring down the price? Instead of bringing down my price, I usually go lower on my deliverables, meaning I'll say, yeah, instead of 2 sides, I'll just do 1. And then if they really need it under a certain price, they'll say, okay. And if they're just trying to haggle me down, well, or if they really, really want it, you know, you get the idea. Now, the other way to do it is you can fold it. Now, this one, we didn't, we printed it the other, so one side is going to come out upside down, but really I'm just doing the method. Now, you see here how there's a black square around it. That's intentional. The black is not really going to transfer onto my ornament, but what it does do, it helps me center it properly. It's a really great tool for doing that. So here's the trick, and we have a whole video on this, so this is kind of the shortcut. I wasn't planning on showing this today, but I feel like I should. Here's what you do. You're gonna line this up, and usually you probably can't see it, but as the light like passes through, you can. I don't know if you guys can see. You can't see it. You might be able to see it. I could see it. I know you can't. I can. So what I do is I'll hold it up to the light and make sure that the transfers line up perfectly. And I'm gonna try to get this one done as fast as possible. Here we go. So what I've done is I folded this over so that way the transfers line up perfectly when I fold them. And it's gonna come out upside down on one side because I didn't print this right, but no big deal. We're just showing you how you would press them both sides at the same time. So again, this is how you do it one side at a time. You're just gonna tape it down. If you wanted to do both sides at a time, you would fold it over like that, kind of making a little taco. Let's head on back over to the heat press. And yes, I am going to use this as my base. I don't want any stray sublimation ink to get onto my silicone pad. So now this one you have to be very careful with, the folded one. We're not taping it down. You don't want it to move. So we're going to do one last final check, make sure it's positioned properly. Fold it over, and then what I do sometimes is I'll like just run my finger over the edge just to give it the most babyest of creases and make sure that it's centered properly. And then this one, now here's a fun fact for you. You could press it both right side up or upside down. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes I'll just be crazy and press it face down just to show you that it works. Actually, nah. What the heck? Let's just do it the right way. No sense wasting ornaments. Okay, we're going to get one more sheet of paper. Again, this is, you just better to be safe than sorry. Now, one thing I didn't do, which I should have, is I did not adjust for pressure. I'm going to have to increase because the last item we pressed was much thicker than this. So let's see. Oh, that actually was perfect. So you didn't see it, but right up here, I adjusted the pressure. But it's okay. It's okay. We're set. So we got 60 seconds on the clock. 385 degrees is my temperature setting. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Don says, love the whiteboard. Also love Vegas. Oh, very, very cool. Helene says, for some reason I can't view the live. I have to click start constantly. Switching to HPN website. Oh, yes, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you can go to the HPN website. You can go to heat.press/live. Again, heat.press/live. You'll actually get this exact same feed. And then plus, you'll be able to get links to everything that we're pressing today. So there we go. Check that out. Links to the vinyl, pretty much everything. Ashley says, just got my order while watching. Isn't that perfect timing? Okay, so check it out. The beep means my time is up. I'm going to open it up slowly, carefully move it over. Now here's the deal. Carefully move the parchment paper over. Now, we're going to give them just a second to cool. If you're doing the fold method to print both sides at once, you're going to have to just like be careful and just kind of like shake it out. There we go. Just gonna fall like that. That was doggone beautiful, man. And then this one, what I usually do is I'll just tear it up the middle. And look at those. Let me grab my glove real quick so I can show you how stinking cute these came out. Oh, wow, I'm just making a mess of everything. You heard that, I'm sure. Okay. I really wanted to be tough and hold these with my bare hands, but it's not happening today. So this one says, I'm going to try to get this in focus. All I want for Christmas is tacos. Of course, you could put anything on these ornaments. We just wanted to have some fun. And the other side came out just as beautiful. Of course, my bad. It's upside down. No big deal. Obviously, when you set it up, yours will come out perfect because you're not rushing to do this live like me. So those came out great. And this one I love. I love all doggy stuff. Oh, I'll get that off. There we go. So check this out. Look at this cute little, I'm going to try to get it in focus so you guys can see. It's kind of hard. There we go. There we go. So look at this cute little ornament, this cute little pup. Very, very adorable. And then again, that's just doing one side at a time. You don't always have to offer your customers both sides again. If they try to haggle you down, don't go down on your price or offer to go down on your deliverables. Again, meaning, let's rotate this so you guys can see it. Again, meaning instead of having a double-sided ornament, just tell them, hey, yeah, I can knock down the price. We're just going to get one side on there. Boom. Call that bluff. Oh, I only have $11. Okay, well, I only have one side of an ornament for you. Boom, right there. That's kind of mean, huh? I feel bad. Okay, well, so check those out. We have our sublimation, and I think this will work, right? Can I? Yeah, there we go. Our sublimation dry erase board that we have today. Again, of course, get whatever color dry erase markers you want. I forget what's today. Today's the 7th. We are, I think, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I think we're 18 days till Christmas. So there we go. And then we have these really cool ornaments. And our first project, we made this custom stocking, Christmas stocking. These are all things that you can have in time for Christmas. If you're short on stockings, you have some family coming over, you want to make them feel super duper welcome. Trust me, this is going to go a long way in having visitors. Maybe you have friends and they don't, whatever, right? They don't have stockings. Hook them up, man. This is really cool. This is like a $2 or $3 stocking from Walmart. And then we just have a little bit of vinyl. I mean, you don't have to use this much. You could just put it up here, do whatever you want. These ornaments, if you order them today, they should get to you around this time next week. I say should. Again, be nice to all your delivery drivers and your Amazon people because they are going through heck right now in this season. So should get to you. And then, of course, these dry erase boards. These are the coolest. And then these also make cool gifts, too. So I know these are very seasonal, but this dry erase board, like, it's a very, very cool gift. And so it could be, you don't have to have it Christmas themed. It could be something that they use like throughout the year. It's really, really cool. Again, go to the craft store, put some magnets on it. Dude, you're in business. This thing is super rad. Okay, let me grab my iPad real quick. See if we have any questions about any of the products we used today, any of the processes you saw. These are all done live here, and you saw how easy it was. The only thing you didn't see me do was print these suckers. But after it's printed, you just tape it, prep it, and boom. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we have any questions here. Helene says, that's hysterical. I have one side of an ornament. Yeah, it happens. And then, okay, I'm going to tell you, the reason why I say that on the ornaments is I just had an order. Somebody wanted front and back, 2 colors, front and back on their shirts. So it was 2 colors, two locations each side. That's a total of 4 cuts, weeds, and presses per t-shirt. Quoted them my price, and they're like, well, that's out of our budget. I need to come in at this price. And I was like, done. We can either cut out one side, we can do the front only or back only, or we can go down to one color each side. And so it's just part of the negotiation tactics. I hope you guys are taking that into thought when customers try to haggle you down. There's always a compromise, and it doesn't have to come exclusively from you. You can lower your deliverables, and that's a really great way to be able to meet them at an agreed upon price. Okay, I don't know why I went into that. So I felt like someone needed to hear that. The Lord told me someone needed to hear that today. Okay. Really quick, do you have any other questions here? Oh, Candace is saying, that is my issue now with some Unisub keychains I have. My bleed area wasn't large enough and I have a white line. Can I print more black ink and repress to cover the edges? I suppose you could. It may damage, if you repress it, it may damage the original print. So I wouldn't guarantee that'll work. It's worth a shot. I mean, if you're not going to use it, it's worth a shot. Or the other thing you could do is you could just like put some glue on it and like glitter, I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, any other questions here? Oh, Laura says we don't need a rubber pad printing the ceramic ornaments. Okay, so these ornaments that I just used were, they're aluminum. So these, let me grab them again real quick. I'll grab a finished one of my little doggy. Oh, I miss her so much. This is Macy. Yeah, these are aluminum. The square ones that you just saw me press, these are aluminum, so they're not ceramic, so you don't need to have any additional pads. So this, we ran out of time. What time is it? We ran out of time today. I did have a ceramic ornament plan. I'll pick that up later. I'll pick all that up later. So what you're asking us for is this. So you could use two things. I actually recommend the heat felt over the pad. Let me grab that rubber pad for you. So these are two items that you can use to help you out with your ceramic ornaments. This first one is a heat felt. So this acts as like a cushion for your ceramic ornaments. This is really helpful because sometimes if you have too much pressure on the press and it's being pressed into this kind of more firm silicone pad, it could cause the ceramic ornaments to crack. So if you're having issues with your ceramic ornaments, I actually recommend going with the felt first. Or you could even use a pressing pillow. It might damage your pillow or it might leave a little indent in there, but you could use a pressing pillow. It's not as expensive as this. Of course, we have the vapor heat foam, which actually works really well as well. But I like the felt because it's reusable and dude, we've had this felt for like years. Works great. Anyways, this is the first thing. And then the second thing, this is called conductive rubber. This is the Geonite conductive rubber. The conductive rubber, it's a little squishy, and this would go over the ornament, and this is going to help with what we call radius wrapping. We grab an ornament, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. So ceramic ornament, it has a slight curved edge, and so when you're heat pressing it, if you don't have the felt, you're just working with the rubber, what you could do is you could put the ceramic down, and then this. So what this will do is it kind of wraps around the edges of the ceramic ornament. You're not going to get a full wrap around, but it'll help go over the curve ever so slightly. It makes a big difference. It looks a lot better. And it totally fills out, allows you to go edge to edge on the ceramic ornaments. And so that helps. We actually have videos on how to use both of these on our YouTube channel. So if you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, do me a favor, head on over there, hit that subscribe button for your old pal Jared. And if you're there, click the like button on this video while you're at it. Wouldn't hurt. And I know we'd appreciate it a heck of a lot. Okay, any other questions here? I'm going through this here. Monica's asking, how do we do the dry erase board? We did that with Sublimation. All of our transfers today were printed on a Sawgrass SG500 Sublimation printer, which are on pre-order at heatpressnation.com. Someone asked a little bit earlier, I'll just kind of recap. Sawgrass printers are expected to ship out around the week of Christmas, maybe the week after Christmas. We're hoping to get them in ASAP, but that's our current estimate when they'll start shipping from our warehouses. But yeah, we printed the transfer on our Sublimation printer, and then if you rewind this video, you'll see we just put it on top of that board, heat pressed it, boom, super easy. That's why I love Sublimation. Super easy, super permanent. The images are super vibrant in color. I mean, it's the best. I really love it. Okay, Urbana says, thanks for the ideas. Hey, you're very welcome. Thanks for tuning in from Houston, Texas. Oh, I have pals out there. Hope to visit them very soon. 8818 is asking, neoprene. I don't believe you could directly sublimate onto neoprene. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but I gotta try it. Most neoprene though is like black or it's like dark gray. So I don't imagine that would work good with sublimation anyways. Let's see. Any other questions? I think that's gonna do it. Okay, that's gonna do it for you guys. That's gonna do it for me. Once again, my Jared, it's been my absolute pleasure. I don't know why I have that. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here with you guys today. I hope you have an excellent day, an excellent holiday season, and we'll see you very soon. Adios.